Hi, Adrienne here with A Child's Light. And I'm here because it has been an interesting few days. I don't know what's going on with planets and planetary alignment and energy out there, but I just definitely have been undergoing some shifts of my own. Possibly you are too. So I just wanted to kind of put out this question and then talk from there. What do you do? Trying to form the question the right way, but what do you do when you are so, as a parent and a teacher, you're just so frustrated and you just, you finally lose your patience and you say something that you incredibly regret, or you do something that you're not proud of. Now, I don't mean you do something abusive or you lock your kid out of the house or, I just mean, we all have these moments when we feel, wow, I can't believe I said that, or we're ashamed of our actions or choices, right? We do. And what do? We either beat ourselves up inside, tell ourselves how terrible we are for doing that, or we apologize, or we don't, or we act like it didn't happen, and we just avoid it. I don't know. What do you do? Or do we continue to just act that way and not know what to do? Or do we go and get prescription medication for anxiety or stress or tension or depression? Or do we numb it some other way by eating or by watching movie after movie? And I'm not saying any of these things are wrong. I'm not saying any of them are right either. I am just being pretty raw here. I'm coming all out because I believe and feel and know that we all go through this. As teachers and parents, we have our moments where we feel, right? And if we don't do something or say something that we regret, then we're faking it. We are holding it in. And either way, it's still being felt by the child and the student. It doesn't matter, they're still feeling it at some level, and they know at some level. So there's going to be an outer reaction or an outer circumstance that shows up with these kids. And you're going to also feel some kind of response within your body. Response is a good word. There's going to be a response from the student and the children. And you're going to feel a response within your body as well. And so I guess why I'm bringing this up is what can we do differently? What other choices are there? Well, there are other choices. And there are other things you can do differently. And just know that nobody, no matter what they say, is not doing these things. Like, this happens. This is part of the process of life. We say things and we do things that we regret. Now, regret is part of the response that your body feels. So your emotional body and your mind body are regretting something. They're judging it. So you are feeling that regret and you're judging it. And then your physical body has a response as well. And then you're seeing and viewing and experiencing a response outside of you. That's a lot. That is absolutely a lot. And I'm just going to give you one big tip here that works for me, that I have been taught from lots of different spiritual teachers, from my daughter, from other children, from books that I've read on working with children who are highly sensitive or children who have difficult to love, difficult to discipline, easy to love, difficult to discipline. That's a book I read, and this was one of the tips. and that I have also been given from myself. When I meditate and sit quietly, this is what I get. Observe that environment. Observe what you're feeling. Observe the responses. Observe them, but don't live them. Allow them to be there and honor it, love it, hold it with so much tenderness that you are experiencing it to leave you. Because what you are experiencing outside of you and the response you're getting physically and mentally and emotionally is you, your old patterns, your old beliefs, the old thinking that is wanting to leave, that is wanting to move on and allow the deeper inner you, the stronger you, the more empowered you, the more loving you, the more that is going to love you, the more creative you to come to emerge out of you. And so, as it feels so hard to do, because I do know, when we embrace the responses that are showing up outside of us, when we embrace the beating up of ourselves mentally and emotionally, and then we embrace the responses that our physical body is giving from having this choice, from choosing the choice that we did as a parent or as a teacher or as a grandparent or anyone else, really, because it doesn't matter. We're all going through the same similar stuff. When we embrace that, it like puts this, what I'm seeing is that it puts this cocoon of love around all of it, and it shines the light of love on everything, all that is. And when we shine the light of love on all that is, we are saying the same to ourselves. We are shining our own light on us. And we are cocooning ourselves in that love of ourselves. And telling ourselves that it is okay. And then we will release this, that it is okay to release this. It is okay to feel this and allow whatever is ready to be released to be released. Telling our physical body, whenever you are ready and whatever is ready to release from this, you can. And allowing ourselves to feel, if we feel regret, feel it and love it and ask regret. What is it that I need to know from this? What do you want me to know? Why do I feel this regret? What is it that I need to learn from this experience? Maybe you don't need to learn anything and it will be released. You'll feel it, or you'll experience things just kind of falling away. Maybe you'll get an image. Maybe you'll feel it lightening. Your body will begin to lighten up. Or maybe you'll need a message. You'll need to know something from this. So as you sit mindfully and quietly in a mindful moment, allowing yourself to just be in this and observing the experience. Maybe you can journal or do some art. But to express what's coming out of you, to move out. Or maybe just be in it. I'm also seeing, what I'm seeing is exercise. Move your body so that your body can release it. What is it releasing? It's releasing the old pattern. The old pattern is an energy within you. It is an energetic connection, wiring that is being released, that wants to leave so that you can emerge bigger, brighter, more powerful, more in love with you and in love with life and in love with a new way of showing up for your kids. Whether you're a teacher, parent, grandparent, or showing up in your life, whether you're someone else listening to this that doesn't have children. Your children will recognize this happening. They'll either show it by the response that they give you is different. You will show up differently because your response will be different. You will catch yourself, instead of feeling so frustrated, you will catch yourself, wow, that's not happening anymore. Or, wow, I'm not going to say that thing. Or you'll say that thing again and you'll go, wow, I just said that thing again. There will be a different response all the way around. And your physical body will respond differently. And maybe you won't abuse yourself with the beating up of the thoughts and words and emotional reaction that you give to yourself or have given to yourself, with the regret and shame and guilt. Because I promise you, our children are here to help us light the way to our own personal growth, which in turn guides their way to their own personal growth. When we just kind of flow and be in it and allow, there is no restriction. There's just expansion and openness. And when there's expansion and openness, it gives space for things to let go and move away and move on their way, and allows newness to emerge. And while you're sitting in it, is it okay to cry? Yes. Is it okay to pound the pillow? Absolutely. Is it okay to yell? Yes. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten in the car and driven and put down the windows and ah! I mean, that's been one of our strategies for many, many years. And you might think, what? That's totally crazy. To me, what's more crazy is to hold it all inside. To me, what's more crazy is to tell myself all these damaging words. Trust me, it's happened. I mean, I understand what you're going through. But I also want you to trust me and understand that when you move through it, there is like this new amazing awareness, this new amazing bright light, this new amazing you, and you will never go back to that old you. If you have an experience of the old you, it'll be changed. It'll be a little different because you're new now in each moment. Because you are this moment. And if you embrace this moment, whatever it is, whatever it feels like, it will shift into the next moment. I'm so happy to be here with you sharing this, because this is raw stuff. And I'm just going off the cuff. I'm just speaking from knowing that it has been an interesting few days for me, feeling a lot of different emotions and having different experiences and responses within my physical body as well as outwardly, and just growing and learning within myself. And this is really how I've learned a lot of the tools and ways of growing into empowerment and living an empowered life, is by learning it myself and then sharing it and seeing how it shifts others. And I just love sharing what I know to be true for me. And I also love when my clients find their empowered way. So I'm sharing with you and offering tips and tools because it's opening my awareness too. Anything that I'm sharing here is also coming back as an awareness to me, such as move my body. So I just sat in meditation for a little over an hour, and I did a combination of listening to sounds that I use and just being and listening to my body. And I was going to get up to make some breakfast and ride the bike when I sat back down to do this video, because sharing with you really, I guess, was necessary in order for my body to release some of the what's the right word? Some of the feelings and thoughts of shame that I was moving through. And these are definitely old patterns as being a parent. Because some of the shameful feelings I was feeling were really directed towards myself. All of them were really directed towards myself. Yet, I thought that they had to do with being a parent. That I was being a parent that I was ashamed of, when really it was like old patterns of how I felt about myself as a person. And I was bringing that up and beating myself up because I wanted something particular for my daughter in school, and I didn't feel it was happening, and I wanted it to happen. And I let go of that because that's a constricting thought. This is her path, her choice. She wanted to be at school there, and she's choosing well for herself. She's learning and growing. So the choice that I made, because I said something that I wanted to be different, I wanted things to be different, and I said something to explain to her that I wanted it to be different, and it felt constricting, like controlling in a way. Even though she didn't take it that way, it felt that way to me. And then the trigger of all the shameful thoughts and feelings, I felt shameful. So I told her that. And she said, no shame. It's okay. It's okay that you're experiencing this. And it's okay that you said what you needed to say. I've taught her well. She's taught me well. She said, no shame. And so that I wanted it to release. I wanted my body to be able to release it if it was ready to be released. And I'm feeling much lighter and clearer. Then sharing it with you, I felt was necessary as well. So I hope that you're feeling the freedom of this. I hope that you're feeling the empowerment of this, because that's what I'm offering here for you. So that's it. More empowered feelings to you, and more freedom, I hope, joins your path today. Have a good one. Goodbye for now.